There is a perception in Hvar Town that it's a very exclusive, very expensive destination, and there are many restaurants here which people have been complaining about the prices. There is a common wisdom amongst some people that say that if a restaurateur doesn't have enough money after the season to buy a new apartment, then it's been a really, really bad season. And then there is the other waterfront restaurant scene in Hvar Town, away from the glitzy riva, about a 5-minute walk. And today I'm in a restaurant called Eywa, which has been here since 2018. And the philosophy of the owner, Igor Kolumbić, is probably the best philosophy I've ever heard of a restaurant anywhere in the world. And I've traveled to almost 100 countries. I've lived in 10 countries. And we were having a coffee a few months ago, and he said to me, we have a friend in common called Stipe. He drinks here his coffee every morning, and he comes down 3 times a day and has his coffee. And if I multiply that by 365, I will probably work a bit harder, but I'll make more money than just one tourist getting the cash in. But what I also do is I provide something for the local community. And what Igor's been doing here is building a place with a fantastic view, as you see behind. I mean, this is it's an area called Cuisine. It's about a 10-minute walk away from the riva and the carpe diem and so on. But here you have a place, a melting pot of locals and tourists and people who know. And there are a number of foreigners who've come here, they've met here, and they've made this their sort of home. Even a couple of people who've come here, fell in love, bought property, and moved to the island. So this is, for me, a really, really, really interesting and alternative look at Hvar Town. And if you want to see how locals live, just walk about 10 minutes past the monastery, and just keep going, and you'll come to Cuisine. The football pitches here, supermarkets. This is where all the locals live, and this is where the locals come and drink. And what Igor's done is say, I don't need an apartment every year. What I need is enough money to live, to take my family on a holiday once a year, and just to have a place that I can enjoy as locals, because everybody in Croatia is always worried about the tourist offer, what they offer the tourists. And Igor is one of the rare people that is actually wondering about the locals, because they obviously have lives as well. And what he's creating in Eywa really is a phenomenal community and a very, very different look at Hvar Town. Full disclosure with Igor, I met him 14 years ago. We were rivals when we first met. We both started portals about the island at the same time. He had one called Hvar, Island Hvar, which wasn't very good. And I started Total Hvar, which was amazing. But we were in competition for many, many years. And 14 years later, we both acknowledged that my portal was the best. And he's actually become like one of my best friends, and I always come down here for a drink when I see him. He's a lovely, lovely guy, very into his guitars. He's got a huge guitar collection. He'll talk about music until the cows come home. He's officially got the worst beard in the whole of Dalmatia, which, if you've been to some of the inland villages in Dalmatia, is quite an achievement. But what you have here is, this is the real island life, and it's 12 months a year. A lot of these restaurants, they're open, they charge high prices, questionable service, and they shut after 6 months. And what this guy here has done is he's built a community for locals and for people that want to really come and understand the local the vibe. This is definitely the place to come. It's called Eywa, which takes its name from the mother tree from the film Avatar. What's particularly nice about this for me is that this has really come full circle, because Igor's first job, I mean, he's about 300 now, but when he was 14, he got his first job at Conova Conte, and it was in exactly the same location, and he's now taken this over. So he's come full circle with his life experience, and he's now got a fantastic offer. And for me, if you're coming to Hvar Town and you want to get the local vibe, you can do all the glitzy stuff and the carpe diems and the garifals and all that stuff if you want to, or you can come and find out where really it's at 12 months a year. And what I really like is the food philosophy here. There are a lot of like Michelin star chef wannabes around, and Igor's kind of a no bullshit guy. He's just like, keep it simple, keep it honest, and that is reflected in the cuisine. And as you can see from here, this is the kind of food that he's preparing. A word on prices too. We're on first row to the sea in Hvar Town, one of the most exclusive destinations in Europe. I'm not for the first time in my life, drinking a solid half pint, and the price for this is €6 or about £4.50, which for the location is pretty good, and it really goes against the grain of all the things you read in the newspapers. So if you want to come down here and get your morning coffee and really sort of interact with locals, there are some great interactions over the years I've had here between locals and tourists and stuff. It's definitely a place to be.